Hi there, welcome to my views and news. Ethiopian state media has published last moments of the killed Fano commander. Video showing Fano commander shot, crying. I'm talking about Nosene Andergate, the Fano commander who was killed in Addis Ababa last week. What happened? I talked to a few people. I was trying to analyze Fano's claims about Nosinai's death. We have been hearing claims that Ethio 360, other people, Besse, Bekonen, pro Fano groups, and journalists have been claiming that Nosinai killed several police officials and he killed himself. He did not want to be captured and that he carried out an attack in Addis Ababa. I have got information now which I want to share with you. And what does this last video of Sinai indicate? Secondly, more than 10 drone and airstrikes were conducted in Gojjam yesterday. Why is that? Suddenly, Ethiopian Air Force has stepped up its operations, stepped up its attacks on Fano fighters. Was there a large scale deployment of Fano fighters in the area where these drone airstrikes were conducted yesterday? Details for you. Firstly, viewers, 4 to 5 days ago, we saw that some Fano fighters clashed with Addis Ababa police in Bole sub-city. Two Fano fighters were killed in this shootout with security forces. Fano fighters were armed, police was armed, obviously, and one Fano fighter was captured by security forces. What were these Fano fighters doing in Bole sub-city? Were they planning an attack? Did they carry out an attack and they failed? What did happen? Well, I talked to a few people who were close to the family of the killed Fano commander, Nosinai Anderge. What I have learned is that Nosinai was set up by someone. Some people gave information, gave a lead to police about Nosinai and his colleagues. Nosinai was not in Bole sub-city to carry out an attack, or it's not that he had carried out an attack. No assassination attempt on any top government official in Addis Ababa. It was being claimed that basically these Fano fighters carried out an assassination on an Ethiopian government leader, and the guards, security guards, police guarding that figure opened fire and Fano fighters died and they killed police officials too. What I've been able to confirm, I'm sharing with you that Fano fighters were set up by someone. Information was given to police about the whereabouts of Fano fighters. There was no attack by Fano fighters on any important figure in Addis Ababa. So they were trapped. They fell in a trap. This is what happened. Who provided information to police about whereabouts of Fano fighters? It's not clear. People would point fingers towards anti-Fano elements or some groups within Fano, but I have no such information about the sources which gave information to the police, firstly. Secondly, as I said earlier, there was no assassination attempt in Addis Ababa by these Fano fighters. Thirdly, state media has published a video showing last moments of a Fano commander. I think he is Nosinai. Anderge, uh, two Fano fighters died in this incident. We were told that one of them committed suicide, he killed himself. But this video, which has been released by state media, just a few second long video, shows the Fano commander crying for help. He is injured. He's holding his stomach. It means that he was shot in stomach. And it's a confirmation that he did not kill himself. Why? Because if you kill yourself, if someone wants to kill himself or herself, obviously he or she will shoot in the head, not in the belly. If he was shot in the belly, it means that it wasn't a suicide. He was injured and he lost blood. He succumbed to his injuries. He died. And that is what I said, by the way. I said that the Fano groups would try to paint these Fano fighters as heroes. They'll invent new stories about attacks by them, about their heroic achievement. But gradually, I'm getting information from people reliable, close to Fano, pro Fano. So this is what I've been able to confirm. Noai did not shoot himself. He was shot by security forces. Obviously, Fano fighters will now try to identify the elements which set the Fano commanders up, and they were intercepted by security forces. Secondly, viewers, why did the government release the video of Fano commander showing his last moments? Obviously, government wants to show that these Fano fighters did not die a hero's death. They were pleading for help. They were dying. They were crying. That is why, to tarnish their image which is being built by Profano news sources, this video has been released. But I have been saying that especially the Nosinai Andarge is going to be remembered as a hero, whatever the government does, because he did something which was never tried before. No one tried to carry out an attack in Addis Ababa. It wasn't an attack by the Fano fighters in Addis Ababa, but at least they managed to enter, and they were there already to carry out an attack. Secondly, viewers, more than 10 drone and airstrikes were conducted by Ethiopian Air Force in the Amhara region on Sunday. Gradually, we're getting confirmation. We heard about that last night. Now we have seen information that the strikes were conducted mainly in Gojjam. Digger Demote was the target of these strikes. And interestingly, last night, military claimed to have killed three Fano commanders, Menbero, Gitai, Mengisto Amare, Hapte, Tishome. All of them were killed in Gojam, in Dega Demot. Were they killed in drone strikes, or in ground operation? It's not clear. But more than 10 drone strikes were conducted in Gojam yesterday, being confirmed to us. So military, Ethiopian Air Force is now relaunching its drones and jets against Fano fighters. We saw that after some civilians were killed in drone strikes in Shoa, Ethiopian Air Force to some extent suspended airstrikes and drone strikes in the Amhara region. And secondly, a senior IMF delegation was in Addis Ababa last month holding talks here. Talks ongoing for more than a year for a bailout package for Ethiopian government. With that is why the drone airstrikes were suspended. IMF mission is back, though talks between IMF and Ethiopian government set to resume in coming days. But it seems that Ethiopian government has decided that it will launch drone airstrikes where drone airstrikes should be conducted. Why was Gojjam hit yesterday? What I have learned is that in and around Digga remote, there was large scale deployment of Fano fighters. Military is already deployed there, and clashes were ongoing. Due to this large scale deployment of Fano fighters, Air Force conducted the drone strikes. 10 drone and airstrikes. You can imagine the casualties, the number of casualties not being confirmed by anyone. But it seems that Fano fighters suffered losses in these strikes yesterday. We'll have to wait to see. But what I have learned from the ground is that Fano groups have suffered some losses in these drone and airstrikes. Thanks for watching.